Welcome back, and it's time now for our ongoing Taking Back Our Schools segment. Parents are fighting back against critical race theory. The latest administrator to be ousted by outraged parents, the superintendent of the Clarkstown Central School District, a major suburban school district just outside New York City. According to reports, some parents accused Martin Cox of trying to add critical race theory to the school curriculum. Here to update us, we welcomed back to the program Christopher Rufo. He's a writer for City Journal and a senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute. He's been at the forefront of the fight against CRT across the country. We caught up with him earlier. Chris, thanks so much for taking the time to be with us again.
Good to be with you.
So this hits close to home to me. I'm an alumnus of Clarkstown South High School. I grew up in that school district. I was shocked. To see that this was going on there. Talk to us about the specifics of the case here, and can you confirm what these parents have been saying about the superintendent?
Yeah, I can. According to my sources who have shared with me documents and other evidence, this all came up because the superintendent was pushing a critical race theory-based curriculum, critical race theory-based training programs. Parents, once they found out, they banded together. They filed Freedom of Information Act requests to find out exactly what was going on. And then they posted, they rallied together to put pressure on the school board, which quietly asked for his resignation, and he then submitted it because parents made clear in this school districts, we don't want them teaching critical race theory. We don't want them pushing left-wing ideologies onto our kids. And in this instance, they were very successful. And I think they provide a model for parents and school groups across the country.
Yeah, Chris, and this is not a conservative town. People should know, and I know it very well. It's probably a 2-to-1 Democrats to Republicans in that town. So this is not exactly a conservative area. It's very mixed to even left leaning, and it just shows you how this ideology cuts across. On a bipartisan basis. People are so concerned about their kids hearing this stuff. And we do hear a lot of negativity about what the left is pushing on society, but in part thanks to your efforts and so many others, parents are making progress. Talk to us about some of the other successes that they're having.
That's right. I mean, first off, this is a broad coalition. It transcends party. It transcends race. Critical race theory in the classroom, according to polling data, is underwater somewhere between 30 and 40 points, including opposition from Latinos and Asian Americans by a 2-to-1 margin. And parents across the country are starting to realize that they've been apathetic. They've let the public school bureaucracies really run the show with no accountability. But they've awakened all over the country. You have groups in places that aren't conservative, like New York City and Los Angeles and San Francisco, suburban Virginia, really revolting against this and exercising their democratic political power, because ultimately the parents, the taxpayers, the citizens are the ultimate authority over these public institutions, not the left-wing ideologues, the full-time bureaucrats, and the teachers' unions. This is the fight. It's happening right now. So wherever you are, if you're a parent, if you care about what's happening in your schools, get ready, get active, find out exactly what's happening, and if necessary, rally together to fight back.
Yeah, and the school board elections are usually have the lowest turnout, usually in the 10 to 15% range, and that's another thing that needs to change here. People need to get active in their school board elections, and they're usually not held on election day either by design, so that the public school teachers union can control it. So folks need to be doing that as well. Now, meanwhile, Chris, in Los Angeles, parents are outraged after a nonprofit organization called Parents Defending Education tweeted out these pictures on your screen of classroom decorations at Alexander Hamilton High School. Now you can see Black Lives Matter flags, other flags. The American flag is just thrown in the corner. Here's another piece of artwork. It's kind of hard to see, but one image reads, "F the police. Policing is a violent anti-black settler institution that originated as slave patrols, and we have to fight for police abolition." You can also see America spelled with a KKK. Now, the Los Angeles School District says some of this may be taken down, but they're actually defending the teacher here. They're saying that this is protected political speech. Your thoughts on this?
It's absolutely not. The Supreme Court has ruled over and over that curricular speech is not equivalent to free speech. This teacher could preach that on the street corner at any time. That's his First Amendment, his or her First Amendment right.
Right.
But you don't have the right to indoctrinate kids into your own private ideology. These are public institutions that should serve the public good. This teacher should be removed from the classroom. It's a dereliction of duty. It's a violation of the right to conscience of these kids, who in many cases are compelled to attend these schools. But this is just one of many examples of hardcore ideologues that have inserted themselves into the classroom. Parents should be up in arms. They should be holding them accountable, and as necessary, removing them from teaching.
Chris, in 15 seconds, because I need to go, but for a parent who wants to make the first step, what is that first step for a parent that wants to push back against this in their own school district?
Talk to the teachers, talk to the principal, talk to the school board, file freedom of information requests. The first step is to find out what's happening. And then if you find something, you discover something that violates your conscience, violates your values, the next step is obvious: take action.
All right, Christopher Rufo, standing up against hate in our schools. Thanks so much for being here, Chris.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.